Welcome back to TFacts, your absolute #1 source for the most explosive reality TVT on the planet. If you thought you knew what was happening on Married at First Sight Australia 2026, think again, because the chaos just hit a whole new level of absolute insanity. Today, we are diving deep into the whirlwind that is Season 13, and trust me, you are not ready for what we've uncovered. First up, we're breaking down the official broadcast schedule and the shocking early exits that have already redefined the season. From Brooke's controversial departure to the whispers of a brand new pregnancy, we've got the full timeline on when and where you can catch every single second of the madness. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. We are also putting Scott McChrystal under the microscope after a body language expert stepped forward with a stunning claim that his emotional breakdown during the iPad task was nothing more than a calculated performance for the cameras. Was it genuine heartbreak or just high-stakes acting? We're looking at the micro-expressions that might have just exposed him as he watched Gia's betrayal unfold on screen. And for those of you counting down the days until the end, we have the exclusive scoop on the final dinner party and the final vows. We're revealing which couples are still standing, which ones have already fled the experiment, and why this year's finale is being condensed into a single high-octane episode. The tension is at an all-time high, and we have the exact dates you need to mark on your calendars so you don't miss the bloodbath at the final supper. Finally, we are talking about the story that has the entire internet buzzing, Danny Hewitt's shocking pivot from real estate agent to professional stripper. But that's not all. He's launching an X-rated business empire named after his own anatomy, and his TV wife, Beck, is already coming forward to demand her fair share of the royalties. This is a TFacts exclusive you cannot afford to miss. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications because the MAFS drama is moving faster than ever, and we are the only ones keeping you in the loop. Let's get into it.
Want glowing, hydrated skin? Try CosRx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. It's lightweight, deeply moisturizing, and helps leave your skin looking smooth and healthy. Click the link in the video description to buy it now on Amazon.
The 2026 season of Married at First Sight Australia has officially taken the title of the most chaotic social experiment in the history of the franchise. Since its premiere on February 2nd, Channel 9 has been serving up a level of drama that even the most seasoned reality TV fans weren't prepared for. This year, the experts promised us empowered and outspoken brides, but what we got was a literal powder keg of emotions and controversy. One of the biggest shocks so far has been the early exit of Brooke. After a dinner party that can only be described as a battlefield, Brooke was called out for what many viewers described as alarming and bullying behavior. But the drama didn't end when she walked out the door. In a stunning post-show twist, it's been revealed that Brooke has already reunited with her ex-partner and is currently expecting her first child. This bombshell has left fans questioning the entire validity of her time in the experiment. Meanwhile, the schedule for the upcoming weeks is shifting. Because of the Easter holiday, MAFS will be taking a short break on Easter Sunday, but will resume its usual 7:30 p.m. slot on Monday and Tuesday. For our international viewers in the UK, the wait is almost over, with the Aussie madness set to hit screens around early March. This season has introduced Revelations Weeks and the return of Final Test Week, designed specifically to push these couples to their absolute breaking points. With Gia already finding a new partner since filming Wrapped and multiple couples already in tatters, the 2026 season is proving that the path to I Do is paved with nothing but pure, unadulterated chaos. We are closely monitoring the broadcast dates to ensure you don't miss a single commitment ceremony or dinner party confrontation, as the experts Alessandra Rampolla and John Aiken attempt to navigate this feisty group of participants through the most unpredictable season yet. Is Scott McChrystal the victim of a heartbreaking betrayal, or is he a master of the performative arts? That is the question on everyone's lips after a prominent body language expert, Scott Taylor, took to social media to dissect Scott's viral reaction to the infamous iPad task. For those who missed it, the task was a brutal wake-up call for Scott. He was forced to watch footage of his wife, Gia Fleur, flirting aggressively with her backup match, James. In the video, Gia didn't hold back, even suggesting she be done with Scott within a week. Scott's reaction on screen was visceral. He was seen in tears, claiming he was fucked overs after paying for everything in the experiment and constantly praising Gia's beauty. However, Scott Taylor's analysis suggests a different story. According to the expert, while there were elements of genuine sadness, the overall reaction was exaggerated for the camera. Taylor pointed out a distinct lack of micro-expressions associated with genuine surprise. Usually, when someone is truly shocked, the eyes and mouth open involuntarily. Scott's face, however, remained relatively controlled during the initial viewing, leading the expert to believe that Scott had either seen the footage before or had been thoroughly briefed on its contents by producers. Interestingly, Taylor did note that true sadness leaked out later in the episode when Scott began discussing his past relationships and his fear of being used for his money. It seems Scott's anger was real, but the shocks of the betrayal might have been hammed up to gain sympathy from the audience. As Scott McChrystal vows never to let this happen again, the MAFS community is divided. Is he a man scorned, or is he playing the ultimate game of reality TV strategy? The end is officially in sight for MAFS 2026, and the production team has made a massive change to the finale format that has everyone talking. Usually, we see the final vows spread across 2 or even 3 nights of television. But due to the sheer number of disastrous courtships this year, the producers have decided to condense the final vows into a single, explosive episode airing on Tuesday, April 7th. This follows the final dinner party on Monday, April 6th, which is already being described as a blood sports rather than a meal. The tension heading into this final week is unprecedented. We've already seen 3 major bridal exits. Brooke stormed out after a series of verbal attacks on her co-stars, while Juliet and Gia both walked off set during a particularly heated commitment ceremony. As it stands, only 5 couples are expected to make it to the final supper. These include Gia and Scott, though we know they've already split in the real world: Rachel and Steven, Alyssa and David, Beck and Danny, and Stella and Philip. The grass is greener challenge was the final nail in the coffin for many, as couples were sent on dates with alternative matches to see if they were truly committed. According to insiders, the final dinner party will see the return of some of the season's biggest villains to air their final grudges. There are whispers of a last-minute bombshell that will shift alliances in real time, leaving at least one couple fractured beyond repair just hours before they are meant to say their final vows. If you're looking for a happy ending, you might want to look elsewhere, because the 2026 finale is shaping up to be a total wipeout for almost every couple involved. Danny Hewitt is officially trading in his real estate license for a G-string and a business empire. The MAFS groom has sent shockwaves through the fan base by announcing that he is joining the Magic Men tour as a professional stripper. His childhood friend and Magic Men frontman, Will Parfitt, who made a memorable appearance at Danny's wedding, confirmed that Danny will be performing in Ballarat and Bendigo this April. But the stripping career is just the beginning of Danny's post-show hustle. He has officially confirmed the launch of an adult toy line with the flagship product named the Danaconda. The name, apparently, was a nickname given to him by his TV wife, Beck Zachariah, during a moment of intimacy. However, Beck isn't just sitting back and watching him profit from her creativity. In an exclusive chat with TFacts, Beck revealed she is demanding her cut of the empire. "I look forward to working out the royalties for naming the Danaconda and putting a spotlight on his manhood," she said. Beck admitted she found out about the venture through the grapevine rather than from Danny himself, but she wasn't surprised, calling him a smart man who will take every opportunity to make money. Danny, for his part, claims there is a serious side to the business, stating that his time on MAFS showed him how much people struggle with intimacy and communication. He wants the Danaconda to help people feel more comfortable and open. Whether it's a noble quest or a pure cash grab, the drama between Danny and Beck is far from over. Beck has even promised to report back on whether the toy is an exact replica of the real thing. One thing is for sure, Danny Hewitt is determined to stay in the spotlight long after the final vows are spoken.